Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a huge Shein haul. Like, this haul is absolutely ginormous. I have so much stuff to get through. I've got basically a giant box worth of stuff. So I'm just going to quickly move this out of the way. I've got everything all organised and laid out into sections. So this haul should hopefully run like a well-oiled machine. It's going to be a try and haul as always. Everything will be linked down below, and without me blabbering on anymore, I'm going to get straight on with the haul because there's a lot to get through. Starting off with this dress, which is a little white knitted Bardo off the shoulder mini dress. It's basically the same as the dress that I'm wearing now, but just a mini version. This is also from Shein, and I've also got this in white, and I love it so much that when I saw they did a little like short dress version, I had to have it. And this is actually a little bit better made than these ones. I feel like these ones are a little bit thin. Don't know where my voice went then. These ones are a little bit thin and a little bit see-through. I've just put like a little slip underneath this because they are a little bit see-through. Good as a bikini cover up though, but this one feels a lot thicker and not actually see-through. But it's again just like the off the shoulder kind of thing, but a mini version, which I absolutely love. And this I got in, I always struggle, every single time I film a Shein haul, I always struggle to find the tags. This is a size small. They're always like on the bottom, the tags, rather than the top like other clothing things. But yeah, size small, that's completely made that inside out. And for reference, I'm 5'5" and I'm a size 6. So I got that, and then I also got this little knitted kind of bikini cover up again, but I'm kind of disappointed in this because it just doesn't look anywhere nice. It doesn't look anywhere near as nice as it did online. It's just this little white knitted, like oversized top slash dress sort of thing, and they did this in loads of colours, but I went with the white because I just felt like it would go with a little bit more, and I loved how it looked online, but it's just a bit frumpy and a bit big for me. I don't think I sized up in this. I got this in, I got this in a size large. Clearly I did size up in this, and I think that maybe was my downfall, so that's actually my own fault. So probably stick to size with this because I just feel like it's a bit too big for what I want. It's also a little bit too long, but maybe if I got my actual size, which is probably a small or an extra small, it would have been fine. But yeah, just as like, I thought, just, you know, easy to chuck on. It's kind of knitted and see-through, so it's lightweight, so it's not too hot, but it's just nice to wear around by the pool or something, is what I was thinking. But clearly I wasn't thinking when it came to the sizing. And then last but not least, for knitted things, I got this, which is kind of cute. It's a white knitted jumper, and then on it says coffee, beach, repeat. And when I go to Cornwall, I have a little ritual, a little tradition. I love to go to the beach, grab a nice latte and a cannoli, and then take it to the beach and sit there and drink my coffee, and I absolutely love it. So I thought this was a cute little jumper for that. And like in the summer, I also like to go for a swim in the sea when I do that, so I felt like this is a nice thing to just like chuck on when I get out the sea, like over the top of my bikini, like a nice little jumper just to keep me that little bit warmer. That's what I was thinking. The only thing I don't love is that you can kind of see almost like a square on each thing, or like a rectangle where the writing is. I don't know if you can like tell on camera, but there's just like a slight little bit of like stitching where it's gone a bit funny. I don't know. They also had this in a really lovely, like almost a reverse, so like this colour then with white writing on, which I was very tempted by. And then they also had a plain one that just said beach on here, but I really liked the coffee, beach, repeat. It's kind of giving 2016 like slogan, slightly cringy type things. I felt like it was kind of borderline, but I really liked what it said, and I felt like it was kind of cute just for, like I said, over the top of a bikini. And this I did size up in, but I still don't really feel like it's as big as I would want it to be. This I got in a size large, but I'm kind of tempted to exchange it for a bigger size because I want it like big, oversized, like I said, to chuck over the top of a bikini, or wear with like some little shorts or something just for like a beach walk. Like in the mornings, I'm thinking when I go and take the dogs out for a walk when I'm in Cornwall, I often take them for a walk along the beach and then come home and have my morning coffee. So it's just kind of like a chilling in Cornwall kind of jumper is what I was thinking, but I don't know if I kind of want to size up a little bit in it. And then talking of the beach, I did get some bikinis because I'm going on holiday, and I feel like Shein is such a good place for holiday clothes and bikinis and stuff. So I got two, and I'm actually really pleased with them. I feel like they look so expensive and they don't look like I got them from Shein, if that makes sense, which I feel like is always the aim when you're buying things from there. So first up, I got this bikini, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's like this camel-y kind of colour, classic like triangle top tie side bikini, and it's got this embellished like palm tree detail on, which I just think looks so expensive. It's also got these two little pearl beads like on the top there, so that's kind of what the top looks like. And then the bottom also has the little palm tree on, which I just think is so cute. Like, it kind of ties in quite well. And then again, it's got the little pearl beads on the side, and then it's like tie side and adjustable. I thought that was so nice, and I think that was only like £10, I want to say, which I didn't think was bad, because I feel like this kind of thing with like an embellished little top and stuff would be so expensive normally. Personally, I wouldn't wear this to a water park because I feel like you are literally just asking for the palm trees to fly off. So I wouldn't be, you know, partaking in family swimming races in the swimming pool wearing this, because I don't know how secure this would be. Like, it is stitched on, to be fair, but I wouldn't wear this down like a flume or something. I feel like you're asking for trouble. But for a little like sunbathing round by the pool girls holiday, felt like this was adorable. And this I got in an extra small, and then I also got this brown one, but they didn't have it in stock in my size. It seems quite popular, so I got it in a medium, but I'm just hoping that because it's adjustable and stuff, I can make it fit. It's this chocolate brown, again, like triangle tie up, tie back little bikini, and then it's just got this shell in the middle, and the shell is huge, and I really love how that looks. And then these are the bottoms, which are the thing which I don't know if I can make work because they are slightly too big for me, but these are again little tie side, and then they've got the shells on them, and I feel like the shells are so pretty because they're like a chocolatey brown shell mixed with cream, which I feel like ties in really well with the chocolate brown of the bikini. It's just going to be potentially a little bit too big for me, which I'm gutted about. I should have ordered it sooner when they did have my size in stock, because I love it. They might have restocked it actually, so maybe I'll have a look and I can potentially exchange it. And then to go with that, I picked up some more little bracelets. In my last SHEIN haul, I picked up some big chunky ones, but this time, I think these were literally £1 or £2. I saw they had some thinner ones, which I thought would be nice to go with like that bikini. I've also got some dresses. They've kind of got like a tortoiseshell-esque bead kind of detail to them, so I felt like these would tie in really nicely with that. And I actually think I prefer the thinner ones. I'm not really a bangle kind of girl, so the thick ones are a little bit, I don't really know how to explain. They're like, you can feel that they're on you, whereas these, because they're thinner, are a bit lighter. So I feel like these with like a bikini around by the pool aren't going to be annoying in the heat, if that makes sense. So you get a little cream kind of swirly one. In fact, let me just show you them close up, because I'm going to absolutely butcher the explanations of them, but that's what they look like. And then when they're on the wrist, they look really cute together. I actually wore these the other day with like a dark brown like bandeau, a bit of a dress like this, but not. I mean, it was strapless, and that's the only similarity, but it was like a tight, it's on my Instagram if you want to see it. But I wore that with these, and I thought it looked really nice. So for like holiday, daytime, evening, also in the UK, like I wore these in London the other day. I feel like they're quite versatile, so I got those. And then I got this skirt because I'm going to Canada to a Canadian ranch wedding, and it's over like a few days, like it's over a weekend kind of thing, and I felt like this skirt with like cowboy boots and like a little top would look quite cute. And if I was going to like Coachella or a festival like that, I probably would wear this skirt there, and it's kind of fun, so I thought I would pick it up. And also, actually, when I was shopping the other day, I saw this dress in All Saints. It's in my Come Shop With Me from a few weeks ago, if you want to see what I'm talking about. Actually, no, it's not. It's in a weekly vlog. I'll leave it linked down below, but basically, I went shopping. I went to All Saints. I saw this gorgeous dress, which I absolutely loved, but it was like £220, and I just couldn't justify the price of that. But it was like a vest top that then went into like a skirt that was short on the front, and then it went longer at the back, basically like this skirt. When I saw this skirt, it reminded me of that dress, so I thought, you know what, rather than spending £220 on that dress, I'm going to just buy the skirt, pair it with the vest top, and it will give a similar kind of vibe. And the model in All Saints was wearing it with like a suede kind of biker jacket, which I felt like looked really cool. And I also feel like maybe like a hat or something, like a, not a cowboy hat, but like a fedora. No, is that the right hat? I can't think of what I'm trying to think of, but I've thought of ways that I can style this and make it look cute, basically. So this is what it looks like. It's actually from Misguided, but it's from SHEIN. So this is the front, so it's got like a little mini skirt, and then it flows into like a long skirt, which I just thought was so fun. I kind of love the frills. I love that it's like tiered and stuff. It's also actually a skirt, because it's got little built-in shorts, which I think is so good, because the skirt is kind of short, so I quite like that they've built-in shorts with it. The only thing is it's kind of like a low-waisted skirt, which is a little bit annoying, because I personally like things to sit high-waisted, but because of the built-in shorts and stuff, you can't really make it high-waisted, if that makes sense. So that's the only slight reservation, is it sits a little bit lower than I like, but other than that, I'm kind of obsessed with it. And this I got in a size extra small, and they do have this in a few colours, and I did buy the dark chocolatey brown colour because I felt like that would potentially be a little bit better for the wedding. Like, I'm obviously not going to wear this for the actual wedding day, because it's cream and it's too close to white. But I was thinking like the days around the wedding potentially, I don't really know. But that's why I thought if I got a chocolate brown one, then it's not near white at all. And I don't like the chocolate brown basically. It's too much of a red tone brown. I should have brought it in here actually to show you in this haul, but it's like a really burgundy brown, which I absolutely hate. I want it to be brown, and unfortunately it's not. So anyway, that was a bit of a ramble about that skirt, wasn't it? Okay, now we are going on holiday. I'm going to set the scene. We're going on holiday. We've got our bikinis now. We've got our bikini cover-ups, but we need an airport outfit. And I saw this on SHEIN and I felt like this would be like the perfect, comfy airport outfit. Gonna sit on the plane for a while, that kind of thing. And then when I'm back in the UK, wearing it as like loungewear kind of thing. I felt like it looked really cute. So this is it. It's like a little grey marl little two-piece. And I'm not really a tracksuit kind of girly. Like I love hoodies and I love joggers, but I don't tend to wear them together, especially if I'm going out the house. So I felt like this was a good option for me for going out the house but being comfy and sitting on an aeroplane for a few hours. So this is the top. I got this in a size small and they come together. So this is the top. It's like a boxy cropped little vest top. It's a really lovely soft material actually, which I feel like you do want for an airport outfit. You want to be comfy, you don't want it to be itchy, scratchy, not very soft, and this is super soft. It's got a little distressed kind of cut bottom to it, and then these are the trousers to go with it. So they're elasticated and then they're just a wide leg kind of trouser. The only thing I don't love about them is they don't have any pockets, which is kind of annoying. I feel like they could really do with that, but I suppose if I'm going around the airport I'm gonna have a bag on my shoulder anyway, but I just would like little pockets with them. But yeah, I just thought this kind of cute but comfy. You can kind of style it to make it look a little bit better. Like I'm a bit weird, like even if I'm getting up at like 5 AM in the morning to go to the airport and it's like super early and stuff, I still kind of want to feel a little bit put together, because I feel like once you've landed, even if you're only going like to Spain or something, you're only going a couple hours on the plane, by the time you land it's like normal time of day, like 11 AM, so you see other people wearing proper like daytime outfits, and then if I'm in like just joggers and stuff, there's something about it that just makes me feel really underdressed. I don't know why, and I know it's really weird. Like don't get me wrong, I would never wear jeans on a plane, but sometimes I like to have a bit more of an outfit. I don't really know if that makes sense, but I feel like this is comfy but it looks a little bit more like an outfit, and I can kind of style it to make it look a bit better. I don't really know if I've made sense in that. It's just the weird way that my brain works, so I got that anyway. And then I got a couple of little white items. So first up I just got these boxer style shorts, because the ones that I have at the moment, which I absolutely love, I have worn so much that I've worn them thin and they've now got holes all over them and I can't really wear them anymore, which literally breaks my heart. So I'm on the hunt for another pair of white boxer style shorts. Now these, I don't particularly love the material of them. They're a little bit cheap. However, they are lined on the inside. So the inside feels really lovely and soft, but the outside is just like that classic cheap SHEIN material, which I don't love. However, from far away, like you wouldn't really know that they're that material unless you touch them, and like I said, they're lined on the inside, so I might be able to get away with them. I got them in a size small and they're just like little boxer style shorts. They've got the little buttons on. They don't have pockets though, which is kind of annoying because my old ones do. So they're not quite as good as the other ones, but I feel like they do kind of work still for just like a little pair of white shorts to wear with a lot of things. And then I got these, which are a white pair of trousers. These do have pockets, so that gets some points. But I love the shape of these on the model because they're like a carrot leg, like barrel kind of leg, really wide sort of trouser, which I thought was really fun. But the only thing I don't love is the elasticated waistband. I just feel like seeing that with all the ruching looks a little bit cheap. So I feel like if I were to wear these, I would need to wear something that covers the waistband, because personally I don't like the look of an elasticated waistband. I don't like it being on show, which is kind of annoying because I was thinking of wearing these trousers with like a little vest top tucked in and stuff, which obviously then wouldn't cover up the waistband. But I do love the shape of them. I just feel like they're really fun, and I love me a pair of white wide leg trousers, and these are just a little bit different with the shape of them, which I really like. Like I just love how barrel and wide they are, and they're also super comfy because they are elasticated and they're just like a nice loose flow pair of trousers. So I'm kind of on the fence about these, so let me know down below in the comments what you think of them. These I got in a medium, but they're from the Daisy collection in SHEIN, which I feel like their sizing does run really small. So I think the medium is like a size 6, which is crazy, but that is the size that I got those in. And my camera is about to run out of charge, so I'm just going to quickly change the camera battery before it cuts me off, and then we shall carry on. Okay, carrying on, I then got these white, they're not white, I don't know why I said white, I got these wide leg trousers. I have so many pairs of white wide leg trousers, but I don't have any in this colour, which I was kind of surprised by, because I love this colour and I feel like these would be a really like versatile basic staple piece in my wardrobe. So I got these, I think these were from Misguided again, oh no, these are from Forever 21, which is also apparently on Shein, and I got these in an extra small, and they're just like a drawstring waist, kind of wide leg, easy to chuck on trouser. I feel like this kind of thing on holiday is so nice to just chuck on with a vest top. You can also wear them as like a bit of a bikini cover up type thing, and then I'd also wear them loads in the UK. They're not the best quality, they are quite thin, they're not see-through but they are thin, but then I feel like you kind of do expect that with Shein, and you do kind of get what you pay for. These I got in an extra small. They're quite a nice elasticated waistband, but again, they don't have pockets, which to me is just so annoying, because I just love to like slip my phone in my pockets, and especially if you're on holiday, if you're wearing these trousers to just chuck on over a bikini to like pop back to the room to grab something, you've got no pockets to put the hotel key in and just things like that, which I just feel like is a bit annoying. Like, you don't always want to have to carry a bag around, especially if you're on holiday, so kind of annoying, loses some points for that. But I haven't actually tried these on yet, but if they look nice on, I might be able to look past the no pocket thing. And then I actually did get a little bit of colour, because I just saw this and I couldn't resist. Don't get me wrong, I do wish that they did this in a neutral or like a white, because I would much prefer that, but they didn't, so I just had to make do with the fact that it's very colourful. But I just felt like it was really fun. It's this blue and white striped shirt, and the blue is quite a nice colour, like a classic like sky blue sort of colour. This is what it looks like on the front, so it's just like a short sleeve shirt. It's kind of giving dad shirt vibes at the moment, but on the back it says the Vacation Club, which I just love. Like, that's what made me want this shirt, because I felt like that was so fun. And then underneath it says Someone Studios, which is a little bit random because I don't really get the correlation to it being Vacation Club, but it says that underneath. And this, I think I sized up in this because I was thinking this, like an oversized shirt unbuttoned with like a little bikini underneath, and then it's saying Vacation Club on the back, felt like that would be kind of cool. Like, I wouldn't personally wear this as an actual shirt because I just feel like it's giving dad vibes, but over the top of a bikini I felt like that would be cute. And this I got in a size large. Oh, okay, I think it says Someone Studios on the back because it's from a brand called Someone within Shein, if that makes sense. So I think that's probably why it says that on the back, which makes a lot more sense now. But yeah, just imagine this in like white with black writing on, or like a beigey taupe colour like this with white writing on. I would absolutely love that, but I had to make do with the blue, which I feel like on holiday, blue sunny skies, blue swimming pool, blue sea, it kind of ties in quite nicely. And then I got a little bit more blue because I saw these, and these were literally like £3 or £4. They were so cheap, and they are these little trousers, which I'm going to probably wear more as like pyjama bottoms around the house. This blue is annoying me, so let me just move that out of the way. They're these blue and white striped trousers which have pockets. They are elasticated waistband with a drawstring, and they look like Ralph Lauren pyjama bottoms that I have had my eye on for quite a while now, but I just can't bring myself to buy them. Like, I have the tab open on my laptop of these pyjama bottoms on Ralph Lauren, but I think they're like £65 maybe, something more, and I would only wear them as pyjama bottoms. Because they're blue and white stripes, I just don't feel like I would wear them out the house because I'm such a neutral girly, but I still love them. Like, I love the stripe, I love the little bear on them. And then I found these on Shein. They were in the kids section, but I think I just got them, I got them in a 16-year-old size, and they fit me perfectly fine. And I kid you not, these were literally like £3 or £4. Like, you literally cannot complain at that. Obviously they're not going to be as good quality as the Ralph Lauren ones, like they're just a bit of a cheap lightweight material, but they look pretty much the same. Like, they're blue and white stripes, and then they've got a little bear on in like a little waistcoat with a bow tie and a blazer jacket, and like the waistcoat matches his trousers, and then he's holding a mug of coffee, and the mug of coffee has the Ralph Lauren bear on, like the Ralph's coffee mug, if that makes sense. So the attention to detail is incredible, and for £3 or £4 you literally cannot complain. And again, to be fair, on holiday these would look cute as a little bikini cover-up trouser, or I just think with like a white little vest top, either as pyjamas, loungewear around the house, or to wear out the house. I'm so happy with them. I feel like that was such a good find. And then I got a couple of accessories. First up, I got these earrings, which are so pretty, and I'm thinking these maybe with like this dress would look really lovely. They're like a straw, would you call that straw? I don't really know what that is. It's almost like paper, but I don't really know what the official term is for that. But they're these little palm trees, and they're cream on top, and they're like this kind of beigey colour beneath on the stalks. And they did actually have these in loads of different colours. They had like colourful ones, they had all white ones, which I was quite tempted by, but I actually quite liked the two-tone of these ones. I felt like they looked really pretty, and again, I feel like they look really expensive, and they were literally only a couple of £. And yeah, I feel like with this dress or something like that, maybe even that bikini with the palm trees on, it would look kind of cute. And I feel like they look so expensive. And then I also got this little hair clip, which is nothing to do with holiday, but it's a golden retriever hair clip, so obviously I couldn't resist it. I do already own a golden retriever hair clip, which I did also get from SHEIN, but when I saw this one, I just thought it was so cute. It's like a golden retriever puppy with its little tongue out, and that's the little hair clip. And they did have a few little other dogs as well. Like, I was going to say other brands of dogs, other breeds of dogs they had. So I'm going to guess like a Labrador, a Cocker Spaniel, that kind of thing. They had quite a few of them. And I just couldn't resist. Apparently I'm a bit of a sucker. Like when I go for my dog walks in the morning when I roll out of bed, I can just clip my hair back with this and I'm good to go. And then I got this, which I'm actually so like pleasantly surprised by. The packaging is so cute, and I feel like this would make a really lovely gift for someone. This is what it looks like. It comes in this little box, and on the top it says, "Hey, hope your day is full of smiles," with a little smiley face. And then on the sides it says everything will be okay, and then on the short sides it says there is always a better way, and then it's got this like faux leather little brown handle to it. So that as a box on its own I think is gorgeous, and if you bought this as a gift for someone, I think that's a really lovely present. But even if you bought it for yourself like I have done, I'm going to keep what's inside, but then this makes for like a nice little gift box to put something else in, I think, because it's just really cute packaging. And then inside is a little mug, because I clearly needed another mug because I don't already have about 25 sitting in my kitchen cupboards downstairs. But I saw this and it just really put a smile on my face, and I felt like, you know, Monday morning, you're having a bit of a bad day, the weekend's over, you just got back from holiday, so you're mourning the fact that you've got to go back to work, and you just, you know, you're grumpy, whatever. I felt like this would be a really lovely mug to make a coffee in, to put a smile on my face. And if I lived with people and they were having a bad day, then I would make them a coffee in this and give it to them. And I just feel like it's that kind of thing that would put a smile on someone's face. So it's this little mug, but it hasn't got a handle, which I quite like. I feel like it's a little bit quirky. It has a little elephant just sitting on the edge, and then it says everything will be okay all over it. And I love the font, and I love that it's kind of swirly, and I thought that was so pretty. It says it on both sides. And then obviously if you bought that as a gift for someone, it matches the box. Like the everything will be okay is the same here. And I think that's such a nice gift for someone, especially if someone's going through like a hard time at the moment or something. This was super inexpensive, like under £10. I feel like most people use a mug, whether they drink coffee or tea or hot chocolate. You could even use that as like a little water cup. I just feel like that's such a nice little idea for someone, just to, you know, and then they can always have a little smile on their face when they use it, and it's just a nice little positive reminder, which I thought was adorable. I feel like that would normally be like so expensive and like a bougie little luxury gift shop, but that was such a find. I'm so happy with that. And I think they maybe had another one, maybe with a different animal on or a different saying. I feel like there were 2 options to pick from on the website. I can't quite remember, but I'll leave everything linked down below like I said, and if you click the link to that, it should show you the other options if there are any. And that is everything for the SHEIN haul. It was quite big, and I probably should have had some water to drink because I feel like my mouth is so dry now, and it's made me stumble off my words because it's like the Sahara Desert in here. But that is everything that I got in the SHEIN haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you at some point soon with another one. Bye!